Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an E75. It's a tier 9 German heavy tank and it's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line and it's under the command of Marquis 12. Well, this is part of the Entwicklung series of tanks, and this skin, by the way, is from Jazzy and Sir Rusty. Rather pretty skin, and game started. Now you can get a 128mm gun on this tank, and I think this is the 128. Yes, it is 490 alpha, but a reload time of 12.2 seconds, and that's slightly faster than the standard speed. So I suspect that Marky's managed to get a rammer in there, or a BIA crew. Now it looks very much like, in some ways, the Tiger 2, you could say, derivation of it. And Marky's not going to wait around, he's going to go straight into the town. But he's not turning the corner, he's actually going to pick this corner as his firing position. And oh, he's got a customer, 277, fires one in, high roll, 514. You can see it's a very narrow target to shoot at when it's hull down, and he is hull down at the moment. There's not much that they can shoot at so long as he keeps himself behind that rubble, because of course all you're going to see is that the face, the gun, but there's not much of the front of that turret that you can shoot at. Well, nobody else has decided to come down this way. Oh, now we've got a target. A Wizzy 113 GFT Chinese tank destroyer. And now he's missing some hit points as well. But this time round he did decide to fire back, and it's a 750 shot that was bounced off. It was an AP round and it just bounced off. So, yep, he's just wasted some ammunition. But I don't think we'll mind. Where did it go? Can't actually see it. Oh, target and distance Emil 19451. Now that's the reward tank, I believe. The reward tank for the front line. And we took a splash there from the T92 HMC. I think you can see that he's over on the east side of the map. Nope, no target yet. That Emil is using that ridge line to conceal himself. And the 277's decided to poke his nose out, and that gun barrel is in the way at the moment. I'm not sure we can get through at that angle though. If we did fire, I think we'd most probably bounce off the frontal armor, or even off the lower plate. It's just the wrong angle. And the tank that belongs to that gun barrel has just been killed. So unfortunately that bit of metal is going to be in the way permanently now. Okay, now we can hit him through the drive wheel, but we don't get a hit. So we pull back. Now you can see that Marquis 12 is actually using premium consumables, chocolate. And that one went through the drive wheel but didn't do any damage to the 277. So it's just tracked him in place. And he's repaired it and come back. Oh, and the Emil just bounced off us. The others bounced off us, but he got around into the 705 and took it out of the game. I'm not sure he was actually aiming at the 705, but he certainly got a kill. Now we've been joined by a teammate. Oh, the 113 got around into us this time, and we're lucky that it's only 482. It could have been the full 750. I don't know where that round went through. Can't see the hole. There's the 277, and he's taken another hit, another high roll. If you want to get hold of these skins for these tanks, by the way, they are available on Jazzy's website on Facebook, or her page on Facebook, and she's made a fantastic number of skins, including today she just did a skin for the T3485M and the Rudy. And it's an authentic copy of a real markings of a real T34 that actually existed. So You might want to get hold of that if you can, because it does make that T-3485 look very special. Well, I think Mark is thinking about moving from this position. He's going to have another look down that corridor, but there might be somebody waiting for him. Well, he was spotted, so somebody is down that road, because he saw the corner of the turret appear and, yep, 6 cents went off. We've got no shot on that T-50, and there are tanks actually behind us now. Oh, whoever was down that road, and oh, Skoda made a bad choice and got a high roll, and he's now one shot, and he disappears around that corner as quickly as he can, but he did take out our 110, and that's unfortunate. There's the 277. We ricocheted off him because of the angle. We've got a Wizzy 120 acting as our bodyguard at the moment, hiding behind us, but it's actually quite useful having something like that if we've got tanks behind us. The enemy's got an MX 1390. Oh, 277 pokes out and loses another 426, but that's a low roll this time. He is a one shot. Yep, we've got that MX 1390 and an Emil 1951 behind us. Now, I think he's worried about that Wizzy 113. If he pokes his nose out too far, the Wizzy will poke around into him. Oh, there you go. It's 277's white out of the game. No, in actual fact, I wasn't checking the board, but yes, in fact, actually, the Wizzy 113 is still around, and he has just, well, it was the 1390 that just killed our T-57 Heavy, and there's the Emil, and just to the right is the 1390. Yeah, can we get a shot? Yes, we can. Oh, and the Jaeger wants to get through there, so yeah, we can't get a shot. And in fact, actually, we'd be better off dealing with that 1390. He's a one shot. Can we get a shot on the Emil? No, he's pulled back below the ridgeline. Only showing the top of his turret. I think the Jaeger has moved away to a different position because he's got no viable shot on the 1951 while he keeps popping up and down like that. Although he has had a round through his mantlet, which is amazing. So I suspect that might have been from the Jaeger. Oh, it's got side turret to us. Yes, that's a high roll. 555. We're now up to just shy of 4k damage, 2,000 blocks, and a tiny bit assist. But we're 2 tanks down on the enemy. There's only 3 of us left. The T10, the E75, and the Jaeger. But that's still a potent force. Now that 113 is still in existence. There he is. Go for the lower plate. Yes! Well, that was a big mistake by him. He came around the corner thinking the E75 wasn't there, and he paid for it. Big mistake. Okay, we're going around this corner because there's an AMX 1390 with low hit points just to our left, and if we come around the corner, we might be able to surprise him. He might not know until it's too late that we're there. Oh, we just lost our T10 and Jaeger. So we're all alone now. It's 3 against 1, and it's down to Marky to win the day. Now the 1390 has decided to scarper. He knows what an E75 can do to him. He knows the power of the 128mm gun. And the Emil doesn't, and he's just been tracked. But Marky's doing his best to weave, to wangle himself. I say wangle, but that's what Honest Gaming, that's what Steve Wolf says. And look at that round! He just dominated that 1951. There's the 1390 running for it. Yep, trying to get away. We're not loaded, so we can't do much yet. And by the time we're loaded, he'll probably be over the ridgeline. Yep, he is. So, there's only 2 enemies remaining. That 1390 and the T92 HMC. And I doubt that the T92 is going to give us the opportunity. If we drive south to deal with the, or go to the cap, then the AMX 1390 will simply start capping at this end, and we'll have to drive all the way back. Now, this is a bit of a conundrum, really, because, you know, if we go south, the AMX 1390 caps. If we don't go south, the 1390 just avoids us until we do go south. So the best thing we can do for the moment is just disengage, wait for the 1390 to start capping. If he thinks that we've gone south, then we just surprise him in the cap and put him out of his misery. Marky's actually asking, what now? And the others are saying, well, he says, Arty hunt. Should he go after the T92? Well, I'd say no, but I think the Arty is somewhere on the 9 or the 0 line. And if that T92 player is good, then he might actually decide to come up to the cap himself. He might decide to come north. If he did, he'd probably come up the 0 line. Oh, here's the 1390. And that was a huge mistake by him, because now it is Arty hunt time. And in fact, Marky can just drive straight to the cap. And in fact, that's what the Conqueror is saying. Go to cap. What a mistake to make. That was absolutely huge mistake for the 1390. And Marky's trying to avoid the wrecks, but he did nudge that. Now, I doubt the T92 was looking in that direction at that moment, so he wouldn't have seen the wreck move. But I guess that the T92 is probably already on the move, trying to get north. But if he does go to the cap, then Marky will know where he is and could drive back and kill him. On the other hand, the T92 might decide to ambush Marky. But if he does try that, then there's a good chance he's going to get killed, because he's not going to be able to kill Marky with one shot, because Marky still has 1,363 hit points left. So even if he tries a one shot, I doubt he will be able to do it. Well, capturing. Now, when he did get hit by that splash from the T92, the indicator said that he was over on the 9 or the 0 line, and there was an Arty round coming in just a second or so ago. There it is. That's where the shot landed, near the bushes. And I think that's because the T92 is now in the north, and he's guessing where Marky is going to place himself. And this position is actually a very good position to be in. Almost half in, half out the cap, on the edge. Because really what the Arty player will do is look for the most obvious places to fire on first. The bushes, or any concealment, or anywhere where there's a building in the way, or even just directly behind the camp itself in the centre of the map, or right on the centre of the cap. And there's another round going in on the bushes, just as I said that somebody might do that. Well, he's probably only going to get one more round before Marky caps out, so I think he's guessing where Marky is, and he's probably not driving back at all. He's just waiting for the reload, and Marky's loaded an HE round just in case the T92 comes back. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Waiting for that Arty round to come in. And he's capped out. Oh, and the T92 did fire into the right spot. And he's not in the north. He's actually over in the west. He got a round in, but it was just half a second too late. Marky had capped out in time, and here's the end of battle results. He got an Ace Tanker in the E75 for Marky 12. Out of the minor medals, he picked up a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8 in that one. A shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, 1 short of getting a top gun. A fighter effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. And out of the epic medals, he picked up an Invader. He managed to get 100 cap points and capped out by capping, and won by capping. So let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go. He did get the highest damage, but for some reason he didn't pick up a high caliber. I'm guessing this is because he wasn't more than 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. 4612. The next highest score was the T92 with 3166, and after that came the Conqueror with 2653. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest number of kills, 5. The Conqueror managed to get 3, so did the Skoda T50 and the AMX 1390. But that AMX 1390 driver, well, he really ought to be more careful and think about what he's doing. He should have just capped, waited for Marky to get close, and then driven off into the west field where Marky couldn't follow him, because of course he would have been far quicker. So yep, he fluffed up on that game. And when it came to base XP, Marky's got the top in all 3 columns, 1346. That's a nice Ace Tanker. 921 for the T10 and 908 for the Conqueror. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 18 rounds of 128mm ammunition. He got 16 direct hits, so good accuracy, 12 penetrations. That's not so good. I think he did have a couple of bounces, rounds which didn't actually go through. In fact, where he tracked a vehicle and didn't actually penetrate. Damage of 4,612 hit points, all of it at close range. He received 6 hits from the enemy, but none of them penetrated. Shows how tough the E75 is. And he got 5 non-penetrations and 4 hits as a result of splash damage. One of those rounds came from the Wizzy 113. He blocked damage of 2,400 hit points, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did damage assistance of 160 hit points. He managed to cap out and get 100 cap points, but only by half a second, because had that round come in half a second quicker, then he would have reset the cap, and that would have given the T92 HMC a Defender medal for sure. On a free-to-play account, he earned 44,667 credits, and because he used standard ammo throughout, even after repair, he took away 15,599 credits profit. He received 1,346 base XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But it was a very, very close victory, but it's very nice to get an Ace Tanker and an Invader, so congratulations to Marky. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We get great replays like this all the time. Some of them from Super Unicums, so it'd be a pity to miss them. So, thanks for watching.